Team Gauntlet, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching at home on IWTV, will be the #1 contenders for the Invictus Tag Team Championships. And look who it is.
I know these guys.
Team #1, the Even Stevens.
And you got to think, being the team that drew #1, not an advantage.
Nope, because they've got to run the gauntlet. You see what I did there? They got to run the gauntlet, which is not easy.
Every single time I see these guys out here, I'm like, it's very arrogant to call yourselves the best in the world, and then I realize I'm mishearing it. They are the best in the world, absolutely, though.
The best in the world. There you see Steve Somerset, Steve and Azure, the Even Stevens, former Creative Pro Tag Team Champions.
These men no strangers.
Invictus originals as well. Since day one in Invictus.
These men no strangers to fighting for the Invictus Tag Team Championships, as they were in the Tag Team Title Tournament to crown the first ever Invictus Tag Team Champions, which was won by Milk Chocolate, who will be in action later tonight. They lost in the first round to the team that eventually challenged Milk Chocolate in the finals, Meat Locker.
Absolutely. But back to your earlier point, Pete, I would hate to draw 1 or 2.
That's right.
There's still 3 other teams in this thing.
You gotta think,
This music, what a throwback. Right back to my childhood.
you gotta think the team that drew #5, the luckiest team of all.
Absolutely. As we see the Stepdads here.
The Parental Guardians of the Galaxy.
And the Stepdads, of course, they debuted at November Rain, the second ever show in Invictus history, and they won that match against the Outdoorsmen.
That's right. They are again, also no strangers
These
to
are some
winning.
rad dads. These are some stepdads. Like, these are the kind of dads that will let me play video games all day long and tell my mom, yeah, he went to bed, but no, Leroy gets to play the GameCube just a little bit longer.
And this is something that the Invictus fan base has been waiting to see, a return of the Stepdad to Invictus Pro Wrestling, and in their time away from Invictus, becoming no strangers to tag team titles, having won the LTW and 2TW tag team titles, now looking to become the #1 contenders for the Invictus Tag Team Champions. But as you said, Al, we have 5 teams in this. If either one of these men, either one of these teams defeat the other right now, you still have 3 more teams to beat. Drawing 1 and 2, a lot like in a Rumble situation, not exactly the most advantageous.
Because, I'll just put it like this, the winner of each fall, the good news is you won. The bad news is you won.
Yes.
Because the beating that you take in the previous fall, you've got to take it to the next match.
That's right. And
What's going on in the action ring? He's doing is that a dad dance? I've heard a dad joke. A dad dance?
And you've got the Art of War in this Gauntlet match, the Faceless ones in this Gauntlet match, and fight or die. And you gotta wonder, you don't want the Faceless ones or fight or die to be #5 coming in, and you definitely don't want, listen,
I thought the best were going to come off
you
for a
would
second.
love to be a team to say that you survived the Gauntlet, but imagine being the final, having to go into that last round of the Gauntlet and face off against the Faceless ones or fight or die.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Tandem offense. Ooh.
ladies and gentlemen, you can join the conversation on social media, #LetThemFight. And Pete and Leroy, I don't know if you guys know, but the drawing was at random. We don't even know the order of these teams.
Very true. We will know once the music hits.
But one of the dads having a little bit of fun at the expense of the Even Stevens.
Now, these matches can be won by pinfall or submission or disqualification. Same kind of way a regular match can end, but just when that match ends, when one team has been eliminated, another team will enter the ring until all 5 teams have entered in one-on-one situation.
Oh my gosh, the vest used against him.
Leroy, let me ask you a question as a competitor in a gauntlet match, especially drawing 1 or 2, because, drawing #2 is just the same as drawing #1. What's your strategy to try to make it to the end?
So my idea would be to try to win as quickly as possible so I can conserve as much energy as possible, because it's all about longevity. It's about picking your spots, not just, throwing out everything you have all in one, go. You got to be conservative. You got to work smart, not hard.
And you got to wonder what these other teams in the Gauntlet, how they're watching this downstairs in the video feed to the locker room. You got to wonder, they're watching to see what the offense is, what these teams do. They don't know who they're going to face, who's going to get that win. So they're scouting both of them. And you got to know that that team who drew number 5 is so
I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. Oh, a big spanking. Oh, goodness.
And RadleyBelmont just said to Steven Azure, like George Bush said to Bart Simpson, I'm going to do to you what your father
Oh, my gosh, no. Not the nipples.
And a purple nurple there for Steven Azure.
And a big deal with the... Oh, my goodness.
Cover by the Stepdads.
Oh
only a 2. Rad Dad trying to get that quick 3 here. As Leroy said, you want to try to eliminate the other team as fast as possible. You definitely don't want to take too much offense in the time that you're in there, because you still got to face, at least in the interest of these two teams, 3 other teams.
He's holding on to the vest. Oh, it's hard. Looks like it backfired.
I don't think so. Got the attention of the referee.
Choking him with the vest. Steven
Oh, my
Azure.
gosh, a neck breaker with the vest.
Innovative offense. Way to use ring attire.
Cover by the Even Stevens here. 1, 2, and a
I mean, I guess if the referee doesn't see it, it's all legal. Am I right, Alphonse?
Yeah, if the referee don't see it, he can't call what he doesn't see. So technically it is legal.
And again, both of these teams, former tag team champions in other companies, the Even Stevens former Creator Pro tag team champions. And what a lineage of trainees that come out of the Creator Pro training facility.
Single leg drop kick, impressive. I mean, I feel like people look at Even Stevens, they see the vest, they see the plaid, they see the patterns, and they think these guys, they're just here to make you laugh, they're here to make you, smile. But these dudes are as legit as it gets in the ring. They are smarty, they are just mean. And you hear the crowd telling them just how they feel about them.
That is a strong message, and the Invictus crowd never afraid to tell anybody how they feel.
Absolutely. Oh, almost another shot. Trying to create that separation. He really needs to make a tag. He needs to conserve his energy. They are not here for a good time. They are here for a long time.
Oh, he went for like a cutter or a stunner. Ooh.
Oh, he got distracted trying to go for his partner.
Step up knee.
Oh my God! Face plant.
Steve Somerset, a little too cocky on the cover, didn't even hook the leg.
Not paying attention to Wade Krueger, though. Also got to not turn your back to the opponent's corner there. Wade just walks right in and broke that cover up.
How brilliant is that, though? They cut off the ring so well, stepping on the leg so that he cannot get closer to his corner.
And as we've stated earlier, and as you stated earlier, Leroy, you want to try to win as quickly as possible without taking as much damage. But RadleyBelmont is taking a beating here in this first round of the Gauntlet.
Ties him up. Ooh, a straight jacket neck breaker.
Cover here by the Even Stevens to try to hit.
Barely kicks out. That was close.
Steve Azure can't believe it.
So close. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we still have 3 more teams in this Gauntlet. And the way that this first match is going...
Disrespect. He says that's not his real dad.
The way that this first part of the Gauntlet is going, you gotta wonder, no matter who wins it, if they're going to be able to go after and go through 3 more teams.
It's safe to say Steve Azure may have unresolved daddy issues the way he's beating on RadleyBelmont here.
Right. Like, listen, he's your stepdad. You don't have to call him dad, but you got to show him that respect.
Well, when your dad tells you he's going to the store for some milk and doesn't come back for 20 years, that's how you get a stepdad.
Right.
Oh, back elbow. Oh my gosh!
And now
head first to the buckle.
Azure running face first in.
And Steve Somerset, he went for Wade Krueger.
Big back body drop.
And Krueger looking for the tag, and he gets it.
There we go.
There is in.
Business is about to pick up.
That's a big dad.
Oh my gosh, using the size against everybody.
I don't think that's no picnic basket, boo-boo.
Oh, he's got both of them. And a meeting of the minds.
Steve Azure in a worse way here.
Uh-oh.
And wait a minute.
Pump handle.
Wade Krueger.
Oh my goodness. They are in trouble indeed.
Such an innovative move. Sonic boom by the Stepdads onto Somerset.
Oh my gosh. They're getting them up.
They're going for the Father's Day device.
And if they land this
It's not June, but it's time to show some love to your dads.
the Father's Day device connects. Cover here by Red Dad. And that is a 3.
Yes.
And the good news is the Stepdads won. The bad news is the Stepdads have won.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. But they are not done yet.
The Even Stevens are eliminated from this gauntlet, but now who is the next team that the Stepdads are going to have to try to fight their way through if they want to become the #1 contenders?
Oh no, it's the self-proclaimed best team in the DMV. It's the Art of War.
I know a couple of teams in the DMV that might take some offense to that one.
Wait, but where's that's AK?
That's AK Willis.
Wait, where's his tag partner?
Supposed to be AK and Jason Andrews.
Tag partner.
Jason Andrews.
Oh my gosh!
From the
There's his tag partner.
From the back door over here beside us.
Oh my God! What a roundhouse!
Coming in from the outside of the building, AK Willis.
This is brilliant. I wouldn't do it myself, but this is brilliant.
AK Willis keeping the attention of the Stepdads.
No, is this that? Is that it? Oh my gosh, big kick out.
And that could have been exactly what they needed. The Art of War came in hot on fire and put it down on the Stepdads and went for that quick victory, the smart thing to do there.
Oh my gosh, looking for, what is he? Oh!
Looking for to the trenches there, set him up for that double underhook pile driver, but Wade Krueger breaking it up before it could happen.
And the endurance
Sets him back out.
The endurance and stamina.
Oh, grounds him indeed, face first into the canvas.
The endurance and stamina.
Covered by RadleyBelmont.
The endurance and stamina of both RadleyBelmont and Wade Krueger might be an issue here because RadleyBelmont took the worst of the beating between the two in the first round of the gauntlet.
That is right. That is right.
You can see the exhaustion. You can see him using everything just to whip him off, and he can't get it. He doesn't have the strength.
Well, Willis also hooking that top rope. Smart move by AK there. And again, as you said, Alphonse, Belmont did take a lot of the beating and a lot of the offense in that first round. Wade may be the freshest of the two, but that's not saying a lot. A beautiful
crucifix driver.
I thought he was going for a crucifix cover there.
Oh my
crucifix
God.
bomb.
Dumped him like a bad parrot.
What a knee to the mush.
Oh my gosh.
And that'll slow you down real quick.
And the worst part is, A, there's no rest period in between falls, and B, the Stepdads got stuck from behind.
Stepdad stunner by Red Dad. But Wade is not on the apron, can't get a tag, and AK Willis,
Oh my gosh, what a
took his head off with that short arm clothesline.
And here comes Wade Krueger. AK doesn't see him.
Big double clothesline there. No man going down.
Big forearm from Wade Krueger there.
Look at these shots going back and forth. Oh my goodness.
Papa Bear and the AK going back and forth. But the last time I checked, an AK will always beat a Stepdad.
AK will beat a lot of things that you put in front of it. But the question is going to be, can Wade Krueger survive? We ain't on Elm Street, but can this Krueger be the worst nightmare?
Nice back elbow.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Big clothesline by Poppa Bear. Taking down AK Willis. Can the Stepdads regain the momentum? Can they take down a second team in this gauntlet?
To answer your earlier question, Krueger might be the nightmare that AK Willis didn't want to run into on Elm Street.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
And this crowd, very pro Stepdads here in Ridgefield Park.
Another Father's Day device might be coming up.
It worked the first time. Why not again?
Wait a minute, AK Willis.
Hey,
he gouged the eyes.
Oh my goodness, the ref didn't see it.
Well,
using Wade, pushing him into the corner, getting Rad Dad down to the trenches.
Super kick into a pile driver.
That's that to clinches, finishing maneuver, and the art of war eliminate the Stepdads in this gauntlet match.
I'm going to make a very keen observation here. When the Stepdads defeated the Even Stevens, it took a lot out of them. Art of War, they look like they've barely been phased.
Goodness, yeah. Jason Andrews just took off his shirt for crying out loud.
Well, A.K. Willis breathing a little hard. Jason Andrews may not be phased. Oh, boy.
The Bushwick Beast, Chris Barton, the Saint of War, Dominick, Denaro, a team that's been taking the Northeast by storm in both singles and tag competition. And if you notice the look on the faces of Art of War, I don't think they were expecting these guys in the next round.
No, and you only had two teams left. It was the Faceless Ones or Fight or Die. Either one of them, not somebody you wanted to face right now, but I think of the two, you would have taken the Faceless Ones. Look at that look on Dominick Denaro's face, the Saint of War. These are two dirty men. These are two dastardly men, two devious men, and they live their name. They will fight until they die, and if you want to beat them, you're gonna have to kill them.
And they ain't dead yet.
They're not dead yet.
Ooh,
these two
into each other.
These two men have found another gear, which I thought was impossible. They were already a formidable tag team before this. And they have seemed to have found another gear, another level of violence. Al, you know these two for a very, very, very long time. Let's throw it back to Queens, New York. Let's throw it back to a small school called FTW, Fight the World Wrestling. You were there where these two young men were training at 16, 17 years old. And to see them now, this is not the Dom Denaro and Chris Barton you remember.
Absolutely not. These two got a mean streak from where? I have no clue. And these two are savages. The last time we saw them, they beat Sin via referee stoppage. How many times have we seen referee stoppage in Invictus?
Not very often, but ladies and gentlemen, what this also means is that the final team in this gauntlet is going to be Jaco and Face. The Faceless Ones are going to be the final team, and they're going to face...
What a bounce! What a bounce! Oh my God!
Shades of Money Brown!
A.K. Willis looking like an alpha male right now.
There you go.
And I think that pounce caught Dominick Denaro off guard. This one is going to be hard hitting. It's not going to be scientific as we see the lead up to the pounce and the instant replay.
Oh, beautiful pounce, almost took Denaro out of the ring.
Yeah.
And it'll either be Art of War versus the Faceless Ones or Fight or Die versus the Faceless Ones, whichever team survives this round of the gauntlet. And one of those teams will become the #1 contenders for the Invictus Tag Team Championship. And I gotta be honest, my money is on Fight or Die versus the Faceless Ones in the final round.
My question is, Leroy,
oh my gosh,
if you're milk chocolate or mucho trouble, are you paying attention to this match?
I don't know how you can't be. All of these teams are showing how hungry they are, what they're willing to do. I have never seen Art of War play so dirty, be so aggressive. They are trying to take it to Fight or Die. They know their name. They know what they've been doing. And they're trying to prove that they can hold their own with one of the best teams in the Northeast.
Well, title opportunities are earned, not given.
That's right.
And both of these teams are trying to earn that.
And Fight or Die is going to bring the literal fight to the Art of War.
What a knee-bar.
Dominick Denaro recently has had a history of knee problems, so I guess the Art of War have been doing their scouting.
That's right.
Look at the torque on that knee and ankle.
He has missed over 3 years of his career due to a variety of knee problems, in which time Chris Barton was able to build himself up as the Bushwick Beast, as a singles competitor. But for some reason, there's a different level, there's a different gear. When Barton and Denaro are together, there's a different gear these two men are in. It's almost as if they're better tag team specialists than singles competitors, and that's saying a lot because they're damn good singles competitors.
Yeah, Dominick Denaro, no stranger to singles gold either. This man is as legit singles competition or tag team wrestling.
Blind tag there.
I don't think they caught it.
I think Barton's the legal man, but nobody may know.
No, well, apparently not, because the referee's counting.
I think the referee missed it. I'm not sure.
Look at this here. Oh, it looks like Barton just missed that tag by a hair and a half.
And Dominick Denaro ate that spine buster. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. AK's taking too much time talking trash. You need to stay on Dominick Denaro.
What's interesting about this is, guess who has not taken any offense at all yet?
Chris Barton.
And Barton is as fresh as they come, and you know Barton is as hungry as they. Denaro!
Oh, what an enziguri.
Beautiful enziguri. Can he tag in the Bushwick Beast? If he tags in Chris Barton, I'm going to put money on the Art of War better start running.
And there it is.
Leroy, if you're the faceless ones, which team do you want to face?
I mean, I would rather get Art of War. They've been in here. They've been taking a beating from 2 teams. I do not want a fresh Chris Barton up against me.
That's right.
Oh, what a suplex.
Nice exploder suplex that time. AK Willis now on a receiving end of an Irish whip, and he ate a running boot.
Beautiful exploding kick there by Barton. You see the way that AK Willis bounced off of that.
Oh, got him by the arm, right back to his buckle. And he wants both of them.
And the way that Chris Barton has been handling Art of War, you would think that he is trying to pass a new gun control bill.
And the Bushwick Beast.
Oh, 1 for 1.
Double splash.
Double splash and smash.
Washington-sized Bradley Beal across the ring for Jason Adams.
Oh, look at this. Just look at the power of Barton, just picking up Willis like it's nobody's business. And a lot of people may not realize Barton's fighting with an injury.
Yes, he is. Wait a minute, it looks like he might be going for a Vader bomb.
Oh, no. This is not going to end well for AK. And it did not.
And Denaro's the legal man with the tag.
AK Willis just ate that bomb from Barton.
Oh. Jason Andrews sidestepped Barton. He crotched Dominick Denaro on that top rope. Smart maneuvering by Jason Andrews.
Oh my God.
Huge super kick on to Barton. Andrews trying to single-handedly save this for his team. Willis doesn't know what day of the week it is right now.
Jason Andrews, they're going for their patented maneuver. That's going to be the super kick into the pile driver.
They beat the Stepdads to the trenches. But is that what I think it is? He's going for the red hook. If he locks in the red hook, that's it. There it is! Locked in the red hook! That look of madness on the face of his eyes!
And at the same time that Denaro locked in the red hook, Barton put Jason Andrews to sleep.
Andrews is out on his feet.
That red hook submission maneuver by Dominick Denaro eliminates the Art of War. Look at this. Look at the look in Denaro's eyes when he locks in that red hook.
That's the look of a madman, Pete.
That's the look of a man who's
That is the look of death itself. That is the look that you see when you're roaming the streets of Brooklyn at night and you need a new pair of pants. But this means, ladies and gentlemen, that it will be fight or die versus the faceless ones right now in the final match of this tag team #1 Contenders Gauntlet.
And Jaco and Face, the faceless ones, the tag team specialists of the group known as the Takeover, with Jay Bougie and PJ Savage.
And PJ
stuck on their face too, being last, being so lucky.
PJ Savage, also the owner of that Climb for the Clout briefcase. And the last time we saw Takeover in this building, they went to war against STP. And they may not have come out on the winning end of that war, but damn did they show another level. And now Jaco and Face having to go up against Fight or Die in the final round of this Gauntlet match. The winner between the Faceless Ones and Fight or Die will become the new #1 contenders for the Invictus Tag Team Championships. And you know Bougie and Savage would love to have all of the titles essentially under the House of Takeover, because we've seen with that Climb for the Clout briefcase that it has almost guaranteed its owner that social media championship.
I know about that briefcase all too well. It cost me my title. I held it for over a year. That briefcase is as dangerous as it gets here in Invictus.
And you got to think, either one of these teams is going to be one hell of a challenge for whomever the tag team champions will be.
And that is correct. And again, if I'm Mucho Trouble or Milk Chocolate, I'm paying attention right now. Milk Chocolate and Mucho Trouble later on tonight will go at it for the Invictus tag titles. And you got to wonder if either of those teams are afraid of either of these two teams. As we see Barton manhandling Jaco.
He's going for Dom.
Now, as much of an advantage that Barton and Denaro have, as we see the cover 1, 2, and only 2. And Leroy, maybe you could attest to this. Barton and Denaro have teamed longer. However, Jaco and Face, they have momentum. They're hot right now. Also, at the same time, I don't know about you two, but in my personal opinion, I've never seen a team that can absorb more damage than Jaco and Face. It's like they live for punishment.
Yeah. It's insane. I don't quite get them. They almost like the pain. They want to call out for a big fight. They like fights like this. They love punishment, giving and receiving.
If you love punishment, that's exactly what they're going to get here against Barton and Denaro. And you see that Jaco probably trying to escape right now by trying to clamber over that top rope after that big chop that Barton gave him.
Got a mouthful.
And these two men were in the ring against O'Shea Edwards and Moses. And when I went to the back that night during intermission, I heard Jaco talking about how that was one of the toughest matches of his life.
His Face hammers away on Barton with the referee distracted.
And you look at those hands of Face. That's not tape wrapping the hands of Face.
It looks like some type of string.
That is ring rope. That is the tag ropes. He has cut tag ropes and used them to wrap his hand in rope.
That can't be legal. Alphonse, is that legal?
Well, there's nothing in the rule book that says that that's not legal.
Oh my goodness.
As long as there's no weapons wrapped up in those hand wraps.
Ooh. Huge spear by Face. Jaco trying to take Denaro off. Tag team maneuver there.
Poetry in motion, it turns into knees.
What the hell?
No way! No way! No way!
The strength.
The animalistic and feral Face just took Barton up and over in a way that I've seen only one other man do, and that was Matt Tremont.
Unbelievable.
Chris Barton is not a small man in any regard. The power to throw him with the ease that he just did.
I'm at a loss for words of what I just saw.
You know, many talk about the legend. You know, when we talk about the old story of the Jungle Book, and many talk about the feral young man found in the jungle. Face reminds me so much of that. If that story were true, that would be Face. So feral, so animalistic, so just, I don't know where it comes from, but it's like he's angry at the world all the time.
Body shots. Oh, and then the enziguri, those body shots with those Muay Thai, that ring rope that you were talking about.
The thing that scares me about Face, he doesn't talk, but he'll punch himself in the face.
Right.
Ooh, cannonball.
The man is sadistic. He is a masochist.
And you hear this crowd here at the Mecca at Ridgefield Park. They're chanting for fight or die.
Yeah, Dominick Denaro cannot wait to get back in that ring.
And that's gotta be interesting to the ears of the Faceless ones, because this Ridgefield crowd has usually been very pro takeover, and now you have them cheering for the opponents of the takeover.
Did you see the height on that back body?
Tag to Denaro!
Forearm. And now a back elbow.
Machine gun money starting to let loose.
And the Saint of War going to town on Jaco.
Vicious forearm shots, one after the other.
Now into a snapmare.
Oh, I felt that from here.
That easily shifted a couple of vertebrae in that thoracic spine of Jaco, and that one got the cervical spine.
Sweeps out the leg.
No need for Jaco to go see a chiropractor after tonight. He's good. Got cracked in the most vicious way possible. And Dominick Denaro, the Saint of War has laid waste to the takeover, laid waste to the Faceless ones.
Single-handedly at that.
This man is something else. This man is ready to win a championship. Look at him.
There are not many people who can say that they have laid waste to the takeover, but Dominick Denaro laying claim to that here, going shot for shot right now.
Oh, but it's 2-on-1. The numbers are always going to catch up on you.
That spinning back fist there by Face.
Oh, Barton pulls down the rope.
Oh no, Jaco's alone with both Barton and Denaro.
High, low, ooh.
Only got the low. Looks like Barton got there a little too late.
Face to break that one up.
And you got to think if Barton had connected on that clothesline, that might have been it.
I disagree only because Face still was able to get in there.
And Al, I got to bring it to you again now. The rope's starting to come undone on the hands of Face. This has to be illegal now.
It is, because he can use it to choke that man.
Oh my goodness.
The referee should instruct him to get rid of that tag rope.
I guess the referee's just trying to let them fight. Oh my gosh.
Big clothesline, Face to the outside. Once again, Dominick Denaro, the lone man.
Oh, what's he thinking now?
Tope Suicida!
And he got all of it.
Taking out Face.
But wait a minute. Jaco now, he's going to fly off the top!
Big swanton.
Taking Dom Denaro out on the outside. But it is not where you win the match on the outside. You've got to get these men on the inside. If both teams are counted out, one's got to wonder who wins the gauntlet.
I don't know. That's going to be a judgment call to the Invictus officials, but like Drowning Pool once said, let the bodies hit the floor.
He's on the ropes. He's using those ropes.
And
they're just talking about this.
The referee has to enforce these rules here. And wait a minute.
He's got him tied up.
Chris Barton with a head of steam.
Oh my gosh.
Just trucked the Faceless ones.
And now Face trying to climb the back of Barton.
Wait a minute.
What?
I think the referee called for a count out.
Wait, what? Is that...
So what I'm getting in my headset is that Dominick Denaro was able to get in the ring before the count of 10, essentially leading to a count-out victory. The Faceless ones losing via count-out here. When Barton came across the ring and trucked them both, Jaco, being the legal competitor, was pushed off to the side of the ring, was not able to get in. Dom Denaro wisely getting back in the ring before the count of 10, meaning that fight or die are your new #1 contenders for the Invictus Tag Team Championships. And Milk Chocolate, Mucho Trouble, who will be in action in our main event tonight, both of them have got to be shaking in their boots.
Look at the eyes. Dominick Denaro, Barton, they came in here with one mission, and you see it right there. They want championship gold.
And it was fight or die, and Barton and Denaro certainly fought. You know, if I'm Milk Chocolate or Mucho Trouble, I'd be shaking in my boots.
You gotta be worried. Fight or die have come into Invictus Wrestling like a house on fire, ready to burn it all down in Invictus, and they may get their chance as the new #1 contenders for the Invictus Tag Team Championships. Now, as of right now, Milk Chocolate are the reigning Tag Team Champions, but as I said in our main event here tonight, they will go up against Mucho Trouble, and they may end up losing those tag titles. It will be one of those teams having to face the Saint of War, Dominick Denaro, and the Bushwick Beast, Chris Barton. And let me tell you, whether it's Mucho Trouble or Milk Chocolate, damn, it's gonna be a war.
A war indeed.
But ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere too far. Go get a drink, go get some snacks, but come right back to IWTV for Let Them Fight when we come back for the second half. We've still got a scramble match. We've still got Nikolai White versus Landon Hale, and as I said, the Invictus Tag Team Championship main Trouble will go against Milk Chocolate to decide who will be the new tag team champ.